In this video, we are going to address the question, how to learn Arabic quickly. At Storyinteracters, we know through our teaching experience that taught in a natural way, the language parent way, no language is more difficult than another, and that you can become at least an intermediate speaker in a relatively short time. Chinese native speakers don't feel their language is hard, right? To do that, you need lots of comprehensible input, engaging and contextualized repetition, physical movement. Let's review these in more detail. Comprehensible input. We don't learn languages, we acquire them. What does that mean? Well, according to Professor Krashen from the University of Southern California, language is an unconscious process, not a conscious one. We acquire language when we understand the messages we are exposed to, either through listening or through reading. Krashen calls this comprehensible input. It's a little bit like if we had a little independent language robot in our head that receives information, tidies it all up for us into a system that makes sense, regardless if we want it or not. We are all wired to acquire languages. We just need comprehensible input. At Storyinteracters, we teach one sentence at a time and we aim for 100% comprehension. Everything is translated, as translation is the quickest way to making connection and obtaining comprehensible input. 2. Engaging and contextualized repetition. Regular and frequent brain stimulation is also necessary. In terms of brain science, we acquire words when we make connections between neurons. We link together words and their meaning. This connection is called a synapse. Synapses become strong when the same connection between two neurons is fired regularly, causing the synapses to be coated with a myelin sheath. A little bit like the insulation coating around an electric wire, allowing them to fire electrical impulses quickly and efficiently. To acquire words and grammatical structures, you need repetition. Lots of repetition. But isn't repetition boring? No, if repetition is disguised through different questioning and small fun added details. This is an art at which we have become experts here at Storyinteracters. We inspired ourselves from TPRS, or Teaching Proficiency Through Reading and Storytelling, invented by language guru Blaine Ray. Above all else, repetition is not boring as it is found in the context of a story. From an early age, we all love and learn through stories. Most of Storyinteracters' teaching is done through stories. 3. Physical involvement. Finally, to supercharge your language learning journey, you need to be physically involved. A lot of research shows movement and gestures help you retain vocabulary effectively. Trust me, it's more than just talking with your hands. Sorry for the Italian accent. I can help it. Indeed, our brain loves sensory experiences. When we use movement and gestures while we're learning a new language, we're engaging not just our ears, but also our eyes and motor skills. This creates a multi-sensory experience which activates the motor cortex in our brains, and that makes the vocabulary stick. Another benefit is that gestures help you contextualize the vocabulary. It's like creating a mini story in your mind. So when you learn the verb to swim, for example, so you can mimic swimming to remember the word better. This contextualized understanding makes it easier to recall words. At Storyinteracters, all verbs have a gesture, but also all colors, tenses, etc. We call this putting the word in our body. It makes learning Arabic more fun and much, much faster.